Crestview Music and Athletic Departments are proud to present your Crestview Marching Knights in their first show of the season, titled In the Wild. Please give a warm welcome to Senior Drum Majors, Kennedy Sites, Kimberly Sites, and your Marching Knights. Let's kick things off with the Guns N' Roses classic, Welcome to the Jungle. Grab your towels and sunglasses and let's escape on a beach vacation with the Pina Colada song. Tonight's weather from here on out is nothing but blue skies. Originally performed by the Electric Light Orchestra, let's keep those clouds away and close things out with Mr. Blue Skies. Your 2022-23 drum majors are Kimberly Sites and Kennedy Sites.
Keep your seats, ladies and gentlemen, as the Aces Pride Marching Band presents their 2022 halftime show, Behind the Mask. Tonight, the masked marbles come out to play as the band presents the mysterious, heroic, and macabre music from a darkened theater. We begin our performance this evening at the Palais Garnier in Paris. A mysterious masked man haunts the building and his angel of music. The Phantom of the Opera is there, inside your mind. Surfaces, a special spider sense warns of incoming danger. Genius intellect specializing in chemistry and invention all describe our next masked marvel. It's the Spider-Man. With no superpowers, this masked hero relies on his intellect, fighting skills, wealth, and self. Identity, it's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. It's Batman. thank you to Teresa Evans and Crystal Joyner for their assistance with the band this evening. I'm HIX-TV's Bill Murphy. It's my pleasure. All have a good night.
Tackled by number 40, J.J. Avalos, and number 54, Nolan Metman.
Well,
hopefully we are back with sound now.
We'll re-plug in the headset microphones. Yeah.
If you cannot hear us, please let us know.
Appreciate the heads up. We should be plugged in now and working. So we've got a 3rd and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line for the Crestview Knights. Ball in the air, caught.
Number 25 with that reception.
So Klima got the tackle, but it'll bring up 4th down and 2 with the ball deep in Crestview Knight territory.
Crestview bringing on number 54, their punter. Let's see what they're going to do.
Well, they tried one fake punt, didn't work well. They haven't tried it since. That's a good one. Gets his leg into it, and that's going to roll way back, and it's going to die. I think it didn't even go out of bounds. It was at the 16-yard line. What a punt. Went over the Aces' head longer than they were anticipating. So the Aces are going to get the ball back, but they're going to be deep in their end of the field. They're going to get a 1st and 10. They're going to say the ball officially, let's see where they place it. Now, the 16-yard line, they've got 17 on the scoreboard, but that's the 16-yard line where that ball is located with 5:45 to go in quarter number 3. And we've got the officials sending Crestview number 4, Isaiah Barton, to the sideline. They saw something. I don't know whether he's got some blood on his leg or knee or something ain't right, but whatever it was, the officials didn't like it and sent him to the sideline. So we'll reset and we'll get ready to go. High snap for the Aces. Balzer running for his life, and I think he's going to lose a yard. Balzer looks like he got brought down at about the 15-yard line, so that'll be a 1-yard loss and make it 2nd and 11. Balzer back up, working in the shotgun. Again, he's got 2 wide receivers out on either side of the line. George Green, the back behind him. Balzer rolling out, looking downfield, unloads, and it'll be short and incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Didn't have enough on that ball as it fell short of his intended receiver, and I think he was trying to get it to Brant Langham. So Balzer with a 3rd and 11 deep in his own end of the field. He really needs to get himself some breathing room. If they do have to punt, they'd like to have a few more yards behind him. Thrown out to the near side, caught. And I believe that was Graber that made the grab. Graber gets taken down and a flag is thrown at the end of the play. And it looks like that's going to be on Crestview. So Graber was brought down well short of the first down marker, but it's going to be a personal foul, and it's going to be helmet-to-helmet contact. Sort of the high school version of the targeting call.
That is going to bring a first down.
The young man getting a talking to, who committed that infraction, being spoken to by the referee. So that'll make it an automatic first down for the Aces. Move the ball out to the 33-yard line and get the Aces 4 more downs to work with, just what the doctor ordered. So Graber with a new lease on life, or excuse me, Balzer with a new lease on life. There we go. Quick handoff to Green. Green, nothing doing. They were waiting for him.
They wrapped him up, yep.
Green tried to maybe fool him and think that he wasn't going to try to go straight up the gut, right through the middle of the line, but they didn't bite. Nothing opened up for him, and he gets taken down after maybe a yard gain. Make it 2nd and 9. Ball out to the 34-yard line. Just past it, actually. But not quite to the 35.
Nope, knows that football is on the hash.
Balzer takes the snap. Balzer spin move, handoff. Green diving forward, positive yardage out to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Or excuse me, the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Call it the 37. Brings up 3rd down. And about 7 yards to go. Clock continuing to roll, closing in on 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Balzer. Oh, he gets popped. The ball pops loose, and the Knights say they got it. Man, Balzer took a shot.
That was a rough-looking hit.
Wow. You could hear that from up here. You could see his head snap back. He got popped. They'll probably want to check him over just to make sure when he gets to the sideline after taking a blow like that. And they are going to say it was a fumble lost, so the Knights will take over 1st and 10 on the Aces 38-yard line with 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Sticking with the junior quarterback, number 10, Levi Grace. Grace looking things over, gets the snap, turns around, hands it off.
Number 9
Klein
turns the corner.
Yep, Isaac Klein. Klein gets about 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and, looks like 2nd and about 6. 2nd and 7.
They're saying 6
2nd
on the board.
and 6.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. They still have it as 4th down, I think, so.
That's okay. The dial it down's right.
We'll get it figured out here. 2nd down for the Crestview Knights. 6 yards to go. Man in motion, number 5. Again, handoff.
Number 9.
To Klein. Yeah, Isaac Klein finds a seam, and he'll carry it past the marker and move the chains. They'll stop the clock long enough to reset, and there we go. Langham got him, and he made the stop, but not until after Klein had racked up another 1st down tonight. He's been a workhorse out on the field for Crestview this evening.
Yep, player to watch out for if you're down Convoy way. Snap. Quarterback keeper this time.
Yeah.
Flag on the play. Ooh.
And blow the whistle, and again, it was Grace keeping the football. His forward progress is marked at the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. But it's going to be a hold, and if the flag is at the spot of the foul, it's going to move it back to about the 36-yard line. It'll still be first down, but tack on about 10 more yards to go here. Yep, they'll move it back to the 36-yard line. It'll be first and long. Minute 27 to go here in our third quarter. And they'll start the clock back up now that they got everything reset. Clock begins to roll again, and here come the Knights. Aces defense looking to hold them one more time. Grace rolling out, gets a block. Grace caught. Ball caught by Penix. Penix.
Forward progress takes us about to the first down marker.
Yeah, he gets close to the original line of scrimmage before he gets corralled and rode out of bounds. Penix looks like he might have picked up 8 or 9. We'll see where they mark him. Well, they're going to say it's second down now and about 12, maybe 13, second and 12. So pick up of about 8 for Penix on the catch and run. Clock still rolling. He must have stayed in bounds. Under 20 seconds.
Man in motion.
Grace keeps it himself again. Grace looking for a hole. Grace sprints around the corner. Grace steps out of bounds at about the 16, 17-yard line along the sideline, it looks like. That'll stop the clock. 10 seconds to go and get the Knights at least one more play before this third quarter clock expires. They're going to mark him out at the 14-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Knights. So once again, Crestview in the red zone on the Aces. Right now up by 16, looking to add to that. Grace.
Drops back.
Again hits Penix. Penix, not much there. Looks like he gets some positive yardage, but that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. So Penix gets him a few yards, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And after 3 quarters of action, it's the visiting Crestview Knights leading the Hicksville Aces 22-6 as nobody scores in quarter number 3. We'll get ready for the fourth and final quarter. We've got a little time here. We want to say another big thank you to another one of our diamond level underwriters, covering all of our sports, or underwriting all of our sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand spanking new pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots. You can check out the entire dealer inventory anytime online at jimschmidtauto.com. They'd love to be able to help you out. Remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. This is 13 years now, Jim Schmidt has been with us underwriting all of our Aces Sports coverage. We cannot thank them enough. Remember, whenever you see Aces Sports action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. I want to thank them, our bronze level underwriters, H&W Automotive, the Hicksville Bank, our other diamond level underwriters, APT Manufacturing Solutions, the Hicksville Pharmacy, and of course ARC Solutions Incorporated, our platinum level underwriting sponsor here on Hicksville Community Television. All right, get to the other end of the field. It's second down. And looks like about 7 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. Quick handoff. That's going to be trouble.
Nope.
And into the end zone he goes. Once again, number 9, Isaac Klein. Klein shuffles in from about 13, 14 yards out into the end zone to make it a 28-6 game and put the Knights up now by 22. Looks like they might be lining up for a kick to make it a 23-point game. Snap, down, kick
Number
up.
88.
That one looks pretty good.
That one's good.
And that is good. They really muffed it in the first quarter when they tried it. But this is a much better looking kick. He was kicking on the other end of the field, so maybe he kicks better from one direction than the other. I don't know.
Sun's not in his eyes anymore.
So with the successful extra point conversion, it's now a 23-point advantage for the Crestview Knights as they lead the Aces 29-6 with 11 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in quarter number 4. So the Knights will go huddle up and the Aces will get ready to get back on offense. They've got a lot of work to do to get themselves back into this football game. Week number 2, non-conference. Of course, the first 3 games that the Aces play every season are non-conference. Their first GMC opponent will come about in week number 4, and that'll be the Antwerp Archers.
And their first home game in the GMC will be 2 weeks
The following week.
Against the Wayne Trace Raiders.
Yep. And as we mentioned, the first day of school is Monday for Hicksville Exempted Village Schools. And I think they got the big assembly on Friday of next week when they will take the 3rd graders as well as any new students into the district and any new instructors in the district. Any new teaching staff will get sorted into their houses on Friday morning. All right, here we go. Knight's getting ready to kick it off. Puts his foot into it. It's a good kick. Comes back, caught. About the 20-yard line out to the 30. Still on his feet. Balls are battling out to about the 39-yard line. Brody Balzer with a nice return as he gets the Aces in pretty decent field position at about the 39-yard line. Clock will stop. 11:49 to go. And the Aces will get ready to get on offense. They might even give them the 40-yard line. They're going to put the ball right on the 40-yard line. Okay. So Balzer, again, a good run back. And the Aces first and 10 from their own 40-yard line to start this offensive series. Balzer again working out of the shotgun. Green going back behind him. Balzer dropping back. Nothing there.
Tucks.
Pump fake, and he's going to have to tuck it in and try to get what he can, and it's going to be a loss of about 4 yards, about the 36. The Knights got to give their defense, they do not give you a lot of time to get yourself set and get the ball in the air. They've been doing a really good job covering the receivers. Balzer, again, can't find anybody. Now he's going to air it out. Klima caught it. What a catch by Aaron Klima.
And there is a flag on the field right around the 31-yard line.
Yep, a flag on the play. Klima makes the grab. And we'll see what the flag is going to be. And like I said, if it's against, they may just decline this penalty and take the yardage and take the play.
We are moving the chains now.
Yep, they'll bring it. The chain game was probably waiting to see whether it was against Crestview or Hicksville before because they had a long way to go. They would hate to.
It was against Crestview. It was declined.
And it'll move it ahead down to the 15-yard line. So So it was one of those fouls that gets tacked on regardless. So great field position now. Balls are dropping back again. Ball in the air, and again,
Long.
Klima was sort of open, but Brody may have had a little bit too much on that ball as it sailed out of the. It was past the back line of the end zone. It was, even if it had been caught, it would have been out of bounds.
A little bit hot.
So Brody Balzer unloads one. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Aces. Down 29-6. Balzer taking off on the run. Balzer gets the ball away and incomplete. He was getting corralled and he unloaded it. And he's lucky that that was one of those kind of passes that could be a really bad thing if the defenders get too close. It didn't have a lot on it, but not intercepted. Instead, it falls harmlessly to the turf. Clock stops at 10:55. And we'll reset for 3rd down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Balzer again rolling out. Setting. And that's off the hands of Klima. And that'll bring up 4th down. So it's decision time for the Aces. Do they go for it on 4th down? Do they maybe think about getting 3? It's 4-down territory. There's no doubt about it. They're going to go for points here. So it looks like, yeah, they're going to take another crack at it from out at the 15-yard line. They can get a 1st down by getting inside the 5. And that, I think, is going to be 5 yards courtesy of Mr. Klima. He jumps, and so 4th and 10 on the 15 becomes 4th and 15 on the 20. So their Aces are still going to line up and go for it. See what they can come up with here. Balzer dropping back. Balzer, ball in the air. There is nobody there.
Oh.
And he goes down.
51. 54.
54 clutching his ankle as he gets up. That's Nolan Methvin.
Says he hit his head too, so we'll keep an eye on him.
So Methvin will head to the sideline as the Aces turn it over on downs. Crestview will get the ball back 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line when play resumes. Crestview's not wasting any time. They get their offense out on the field. And here comes the Aces defensive squad. Coach Smith shouting out instructions to the very last second. Play will come in from the sideline for the Knights. 10:40 to go, and we'll get ready to get back in action here. So here come the Knights. And they call timeout.
Okay. So everyone's going to take some time to think about it.
So Crestview waits to see just what the defense looks like for the Aces, and they'll call their first timeout here of the second half with 10 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Knights up 29-6. You're watching Aces football action live on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. On Hicksville Community Television, Bill Murphy, along with Amy and Kate Murphy. Glad to have you with us tonight. We're having fun. Kind of like a family fun night.
Yeah. Coach Smith has some things to say tonight.
We're saying we have fun. Amy's kind of looking at me like, there's nothing fun about this. Aces are losing. There's nothing fun about this. Glad to have you with us, though, as, again, got the high school football campaign underway. We were here a couple weeks ago for a scrimmage matchup against Delta. But it's just not the same as playing the games for real. Great halftime shows by both the bands here tonight, the
Marching Knights
Matching Band
and the Aces Pride.
Yep. Good job all the way around.
An excellent announcer for the Aces Pride.
Yeah, well, they pay him a lot. All right. Ready to get back into the football action. Again, number 10, the quarterback, he's the sophomore, Levi Grace. He came in at halftime, replacing senior quarterback Carson Hunter, who we think might have some issues with one of his, either his leg or his ankle or something. So he got a half in. And Grace keeps the ball and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. They're going to actually say he lost. They're going to say he didn't really lose a yard. He lost about a foot, but with the way that they do the stats, that's a yard. I mean, nice setting once again. Handoff.
Number 9.
And that's Klein.
And he gets wrapped up pretty good.
And Klein turns his legs, maybe picks up a yard or so. He gets across the 20-yard line to maybe the 21. Well, just to the 20, so it'll be 3rd and 10. But they're keeping it on the ground, and they're taking their time, and they're burning off clock. So it's not entirely a bad thing from Crestview's standpoint. I mean, the longer that they stay out there, they can take their time and just roll that clock down. Keep it on the ground. Keep that clock rolling. Every second that ticks off is 1 second that the Aces don't have to work with when they get back on offense. 23-point differential, not enough to worry about the running clock.
Handoff
Quick
to
handoff, he's still on his
5.
feet. And that's number 5, that's Bryson Panix.
Aces do push him out of bounds. Clock stops at 8:51.
Excuse me, Penix. I'm sorry, Bryson Penix. He goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 8:51 and brings up a 4th and 5. So the punting unit will come on for Crestview, and Brody Balzer's going to drop back with hopes of being able to make a catch and get a good return and put the Aces back in business here, or at least get him in a position to be able to draw a little closer on the scoreboard here. Long snap. Ball in the air, and again, that's a live ball.
Bouncing. Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play, or was that the possession marker?
That was a flag.
Ball is recovered by Crestview.
Someone.
Crestview is saying we got the ball because it did go off of the receiver from Hicksville.
It looked like as they were peeling people off, there was a white jersey on top.
Yeah. So like I said, as soon as it went through his hands, that was a live ball, and it was in whoever got it got possession.
Maybe that was.
And it's going to be the Crestview Knights. They're moving the chains down, and Crestview recovers the fumble kickoff return. 1st and 10 on the Aces 32-yard line. Ouch. So back in business, back on offense. Not much of a rest for the Knights. Grace gets the snap, quick handoff. That's Klein. Klein
keeps going.
Boom, and they finally
forward.
Finally get him down at about the 10-yard line, but another explosive run from Klein does its fair share of damage to the Aces. So Klein puts the big hurt on him again, and then they're doing some substituting. They stop the clock briefly, move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Grace. Again, he's going to hand it off to
38.
That's 38.
He finds a nice seam, and
he's still on his feet. He's brought up shy of the goal line. That's Braxton Leith, number 32. And he takes it down to make it 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Aces starting to show looking a little bit tired. This happens early on in the season for these little teams. It can be tough when you're playing both ways.
Under 8 minutes to go. 7:59 and counting. And again, like I said, the Knights can afford to take their time, use that play clock to their advantage. They're up by 23 right now.
Setting it up for Grace.
And
Ooh.
Grace drops the ball, picks it up, takes off, and he'll be brought down.
Number 10, Levi Grace.
That'll make it a 3rd and goal. He loses a couple, and they bring him down on the 5-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 5 now for the Knights. 4-down territory, no doubt about it. So they'll be able to take a couple cracks at it and in the process burn off a lot more time on the clock if they want.
Carson coming back out. Excuse me, that is number 11, not number 1.
I think we might have seen the last of Mr. Hunter for this evening. Yep.
Would think so. I read that jersey wrong.
Yep. Let him continue recovering. Grace hands it off again.
Scrum.
And they're moving it forward and into
That's
the end
good.
zone he goes. Again, that was big number 32, Braxton Leaf. And he just sort of like moves the whole pile. Little rugby action out there as they go into the end zone to go up now by 29, 35-6.
Setting up for number 88 on the kick again.
Yeah, he belted it off of the Quonset hut roof on the last kick.
Oh.
And he's going to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there. So bad snap results in a failed conversion attempt, and with 6:44 to go in the 4th quarter, it's the Crestview Knights now leading the Aces 35-6. Again, next week, Aces on the road for week number 3. They've got a date with the Eden Bombers. We're hoping to be able to be along with them. Still waiting to hear back from the Eden AD. But hopefully we can get that worked out and be able to make the road trip to Antwerp as well. And we're hoping, again, to be able to bring you live stream coverage of both those games. Of course, that's all dependent upon whether the school that we visit wishes to allow us to do that or not. And if that ever comes about, it happened one time last year where we are not allowed to live stream from one of the away games. We'll still plan on being there, and
Tape delay.
we'll tape delay the game. Well, we're hoping to get as much live stream coverage as possible as we can for you for the football season. So the Knights are going to get ready to kick it off.
Set back up one more time.
Again, up by 29 points. Another score, and I think they might institute the running clock, but another unanswered score by Crestview, I think. We'll see. Another good kick.
Oh.
Caught by Balzer back at the 15-yard line. Brody just takes off up the field, across the 30. Brought down probably about 33, 34-yard line. Looks like it's going to be the 34-yard line where the Aces will set up shop. So the Aces will get back on offense. "66 yards away from pay dirt."
We'll set back up.
1st and 10 on the 34-yard line of Hicksville. Officials blow the whistle. That means, yep, they break the huddle. Aces still have their full complement of timeouts to use if they need them here in the second half. Balzer, hard-working young man tonight. Snap, Brody rolling out. Reverses field, catch, nice.
Number 8, ooh, he finds a nice seam.
Good catch by Langham. Langham will get out to about the 47-yard line before they bring him down.
Goes down under a pile of white jerseys. They're still peeling them back up.
Yep, they'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains. First down for the Aces. And they'll start it back up again. Knights set their defense. Balzer again, quick hitter. Again, caught by Langham.
Finds the hole
Langham
again.
finds another hole, and again, he's going to get corralled and brought down, but not before he gets to about the 34-yard line. Another first down for the Aces. And again, that'll stop the clock briefly while they move the chains. Allow the Aces to get set. They're sort of in a hurry up here, and they're not huddling up. The chain gang's going to have to move a little faster to keep up with the Hicksville Aces. Balzer gets the snap. Balzer fakes, unloads, and the receivers, I think, cut the wrong way. They went left instead of right, or right instead of left. And
nothing doing.
that one drops into an empty spot in the field. Incomplete. Clock stops, 5:51 to go, and makes it 2nd and 10 for the Aces at the 34-yard line of the Crestview Knights. Balzer, high snap, controls it. Quick throw, caught. Langham gets collared, and that'll be a horse collar tackle. No doubt about it. Horse collar tackle is around his neck and drags him down, so Langham will get some yards tacked on to the end of that catch.
He's doing all right, gets right back up.
Yep. So the ball was at the 26. And that'll take it down. That'll be
the 16. No?
You know, to like looks like about the 13-yard line. So it'll be a first. Oh, they're going to say he grabbed the face mask. Okay, so it was a 15-yard face mask and not the horse collar, but either way, opportunity, and that's going to be another flag in the end zone. And we'll see where this one shakes down, whether it's offensive or defensive pass interference. And it's going to be against the Knights. Crestview coaches next door. Weren't
Having
you
some
happy
feelings about that.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of new Knights coming on.
Let's just say they disagree with what the referees said.
Vehemently.
And timeout on the field. So the Aces are going to talk about this one. Which I think they are. They aren't showing a timeout. They aren't ticking a timeout off of the scoreboard. Somebody called timeout, but I'm not sure who. Either that or this is an official timeout as they try to decipher and determine what they're going to do. The Crestview coach is out speaking with the officials. Obviously, he disagrees with the call. He's saying that his player was just trying to, has the right to try to get that football, the same as the offensive receiver. And now Coach Smith is making his way out onto the field. And he'll head back towards the sideline, so we'll see what's going to happen here. So both teams sort of benefiting. They both got a free timeout there, it looks like. Like I said, unless somebody called timeout, they forgot to take it off the scoreboard. 1st and 10 for the Aces. Ball, 1st and goal rather, ball on the 6-yard line.
High snap.
And that's Langham angling into the end zone.
And they're going to say it's just a little bit short.
So 2nd and goal coming up. As they are 2nd and goal from inside the 1. And now the Crestview Knights have called a timeout. 5:17 to go. We'll hope the battery holds out on the iPad. So again, we want to say, we'll take some time now, so if we have to do a quick post game. Again, we want to say a big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible from Aces Field here this evening. Our platinum level underwriter, ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. Our diamond level underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and the Hicksville Pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And our bronze level supporters, the Hicksville Bank member FDIC and H&W Automotive Parts, your Napa dealer in downtown Hicksville. Trying to power it in and nothing doing. They tried to do the rugby scrum and carry the ball in with the force of sheer momentum, but they were not able to do so, so that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. 35-6, the Aces hoping to whittle that down, and they are going even farther back. And the Knights are saying the ball was fumbled and they recovered. The officials disagree.
Maybe not thinking so.
So it'll bring up 4th and goal, and they were inside the 1, and now they're back at about the 2.5-yard line. As the Knights, I guess, just must have the size or the mass advantage and been able to push them back instead of the Aces pushing them.
Their D-line is held pretty well.
Handoff, and it's going to be brought down, and
they're going to say he broke the plane.
There we go. That's about as close as you can get. So the Aces managed to break the plane with the football and put 6 more on the board. They still trail, but the score now 35-12 with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Aces are going to go for 2 here. Try to make it a 3-touchdown game. And they aren't going to do it.
Nope.
2-point conversion fails as... Is that Langham that got the carry?
Yep.
He gets brought down back around the 10-yard line, and that's all she wrote for that. So the score remains 35-12, a 23-point advantage for the Crestview Knights. 4:03 to go, and the Aces will get ready to kick the ball back to the Crestview Knights. Might see one of those squib kicks coming up, I'm thinking. I've been wrong before, but
this feels
this
like
might be
an opportune time for that onside kick.
The time to roll the dice and see what happens. Yep. So we'll get ready to kick the ball off. So we'll get ready to tee it up for the Aces. Here comes the kick from Balzer. And it is a low roller, and they're just going to fall on it. About 4 Crestview Knights fall on it just to make sure. So they'll have the ball at about the 40, 41-yard line. when they go back on offense with 4:01 to go in this contest. And I think we'll see Crestview, if possible, just try to keep this ball on the ground, get that clock rolling and keep it rolling, and try to just sort of march it up the field. You might be seeing a few more carries from Mr. Klein. And this one is Spieth, I believe.
Yep, 32 is Leaf. Yep.
Yeah, Leith, I'm sorry. I say Spieth, I'm sorry. Leith will get him a couple of yards and start that clock rolling. So 2nd and 8 for the Knights.
Man in motion.
Klein.
Back to Leaf.
Yep, Leith finds a
Makes
good
that
hole.
corner.
That's what they didn't want to have happen.
And he just keeps
Leith
going.
still on his feet.
There you go. And he's going to go.
Into the end zone,
Yep.
and I don't see any yellow laundry on the field.
No.
Leith.
We have the official. It is good.
Leith scampers it in. A 58-yard run into the end zone, touchdown. Crestview, and they go up now 41-12. Go for the extra point here to make it a 30-point game.
Number 88 setting up again.
That's Parat. Parat
And
hooks
it is
up,
good.
and it's good. 42-12. It's a 30-point game. Aces behind the 8 ball now, as it looks pretty certain that they're going to start the season off 0-2, and then have to deal with Eden next week. So the Knights will get ready to kick off once again, and the Aces will get ready to get the ball back. They'll have about 3 minutes, maybe a little under, after the kickoff return to work with. And all 3 of their timeouts, if they need them. Aces were holding their own for the first half of this game, and not too bad actually through the third quarter. But yeah, they've late third quarter, and then like I said, the scoring barrage really began here in quarter number 4. Aces managed to get a second touchdown in themselves, but again, a couple unanswered from Crestview's resulted again in this 30-point differential. Here come the Knights. Teeing it up, get ready to kick. Brody Balzer again back deep for the Aces.
Credit where credit's due. That kid has been a workhorse tonight.
Yep. And he said he had a rough first game against Patrick Henry. Just about anything that could go wrong did go wrong for Brody Balzer in that game. He's played a lot better tonight. Hasn't had any interceptions or anything. So it's a short hopper, and it'll be caught at about the 35-yard line. And swarmed under. Forward progress maybe out to about the 42. We'll see where the officials mark it. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. But again, that short kick in the run back and then the scrum or whatever managed to burn off about 20 seconds. Which again, Crestview is doing what they can to
Play it out.
Run that clock down. We must have the continuous clock. Yep. They've started it up. So 30-point differential means the running clock. That makes it even tougher for the Aces. Here they come. Looks like we're going to have a new quarterback.
Number 34.
Cross Zedike.
That is a high snap.
Zedike.
Keeping it.
Wasn't much else he could do. You don't have a lot of options
when the ball comes up 2 foot above your head.
Yeah, when you got to jump up as high as you can and raise your hands up to be able to catch the snap. So no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. As the last minute 45 seconds are going to run out pretty quickly here. And the Aces are going to fall to 0-2 early on in this 2022 football season. Not the start that they were hoping for, but still a lot of games, a lot of football yet to come. Another really high snap.
Holds on to it again.
Spin move, brought down at about the 41-yard line.
It's like a loss of 2.
It's all packed up waiting for some
What?
It's all packed up waiting on Chris with Wi-Fi. Yes.
Timing.
Amy was just telling me something about our other crew out at the Defiance County Fairgrounds, and I can only partially hear it. And she said something about Wi-Fi, and I started to panic, like, say, "Oh, there's something wrong with our Wi-Fi."
Nope.
But
they were just letting us know that the Demolition Derby is finished.
I popped my headphones off, and
we got a flag on that.
So, and the running clock means that the clock continues to run during the officiation of the infraction. 42-12, again a 30-point lead. Running clock as the final seconds of this football game are ticking away. Cross Zedike tosses the ball back.
Number 40.
And that is Jesus Avalos.
Yeah.
And that'll do it. Avalos loses a few yards on the carry, and the clock expires. And week number 2 is in the books, and it's an 0-2 start for the Hicksville Aces as they fall to the visiting Crestview Knights. 42-12, the final score. They'll head out on the 50-yard line to congratulate each other, and we'll get ready to wrap things up ourselves here this evening. Hey, I do want to say another big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. They include our platinum level underwriter, our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, Denny Vetter and Company, located on Hicksville's Industrial Drive. I want to thank them so very much. You can check them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks also to all of our diamond level underwriters making our coverage possible. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, located in the heart of downtown Hicksville. APT Manufacturing Solutions in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. And the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And our 2 bronze level underwriters with us for the home opener. Thanks all so much to H&W Automotive Parts, your Napa dealer in downtown Hicksville, and the Hicksville Bank in the heart of downtown Hicksville, with branches in Edgerton, Harlan, and Auburn, Indiana as well, and online at www.thb.bank. Thanks to all of them. Also, big thank you to Mr. Haught and Overmeyer, the ADs here at Hicksville, and the Hicksville Athletic Department for, again, giving us the space here in the press box and allowing us to live stream the action. Thank them so very much, and thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the live coverage tonight here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Don't forget, we've got volleyball action coming your way on the HIX-TV Facebook page Monday starting at 5:30 p.m. as the Lady Aces host Hilltop. And, of course, we'll fill you in on our live update Wednesday afternoon at 4 about what's going on with the Eden game. Hopefully we'll have heard and we'll have everything worked out well by then. But we'll plan on week number 3 at Eden, and hopefully the Aces bouncing back during that game. So with that, again, final score one last time tonight. It's the Crestview Knights knocking off the Aces tonight, 42-12, the final score. For Amy Murphy, operating the iPad Pro camera. Kate Murphy helping me out with the color commentary. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a good night and good sports.